Black History Month for me is a recognition of Black excellence.
As a Black man, Black History Month means a lot to me.
So to me, Black History Month is a time to take pause and reflection. It's a time for reflection.
For me, it allows me to reflect on essentially where Black Americans were in the United States, let's say 400 years ago, and get a snapshot of what that looked like. And then allows me to think about where we are now, and then just appreciate the massive amount of progress that's occurred.
There's been kind of this long history of struggle, and we've come so far, but clearly there's still a lot more to be done. But at the same time, things are a lot better now than they were.
It's a day to show unity and solidarity for justice and equity for the Black community.
Black History Month is a time for us to really highlight the achievements of African Americans and Black Americans.
Black History Month is a time for us to reflect upon how important African Americans are to our nation, but also to reflect upon the terrible injustices that have occurred in the past, and to commit to making the changes that we need to make today. And of course, there's a lot of work that we still need to do.
And so I think about Black History Month, and I think about the work that I still really have to do to understand where our biases are and how we portray history at large.
But there's another part of me that says that it really shouldn't have to exist if history was told like it really should be.
Black history was either totally ignored or purposefully obscured. And this gives us an opportunity during Black History Month to really lift, uncover, discover Black history and bring it into the public consciousness.
If we all learn about it, it can potentially help heal and potentially can help break down barriers.
But I guess the most significant aspect of the celebration and subsequent reflection is the time for me to always give thought to how can I make things better?
I think it's an opportunity for each of us to sort of recommit ourselves to social justice.
With all of the things that have happened over this last year, especially in the context of social injustice and racial inequality, I'm approaching it a little different this year. And I'm approaching it still with sharing culture and challenging people to read and learn, but also more than anything with the intentional purpose of challenging people to do something, to make a difference, to become proactive instead of reactive.
What I hope people take from the legacy of Martin Luther King Jr., and particularly this year, is the urgency of thinking about how race and racism and inequality and systems of oppression structure our entire lives, and what it would mean to live in a society that tears that down.
If you truly care about seeing equality, if you truly care about diversity and inclusion, just get involved. We believe and hope that the dream that Dr. Martin Luther King spoke about would actually materialize and would actually be our new norm.